Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Paul Rowles Fieldhouse at Holliston High School to this long-awaited and highly anticipated matchup as the 2-9 Holliston Panthers host the 3-7 Millis Mohawks. Tonight's matchup is brought to you only by Holliston Cable Access Television. My name is Bryson Mustard, and alongside me is Lucas Schachter. So as we know, through social media, the two schools have a student section. They've been going back and forth for over a week now, making various memes, various edits. Obviously, there's been a lot of buzz around tonight's game because Austin Merkin, senior captain, this is his hometown.
Yeah.
What have you felt, Lucas, and how do you think that's going to impact tonight's game?
I mean, I feel like in this building right now, it's electric. Both towns are showing up for this game, and like you said, there's a storyline here with Austin Merkin, so I think it's going to be a great game.
Definitely. I mean, if you want to scale it down, you could say this is kind of like LeBron going to the Heat and then playing the Cavs for the first time. Like it obviously these teams have played each other before, but it's different when it's senior year, it's at home, and for those of you at home, the last time these two teams played was in Millis last year, and Millis won 51-42. So,
but recently, or before that year, there was COVID, obviously. But then those two prior years, I believe, Holliston beat Millis.
That's right. Yeah, in 2018, Holliston won 72-69, and then 2019, 54-40.
For the most part, these games sound pretty high scoring.
Definitely. So we will get into the action in just a moment here, but before we have the starting lineups. And the Holliston Youth Program, their team, or maybe a couple of teams, is out here tonight, youth night here, so they'll be cheering.
And I believe they're playing at halftime as well.
Yes, they are.
This gym is packed right now.
I know. I was just going to say, it'd be hard to find a seat if you were just coming in now, especially on the Holliston side.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start here with the lineup for the Mohawks. Guard number 2, senior Adrian Heredia. Number 3, senior captain Jack Catalano. Number 5, senior Aiden Azus. Number 11, junior Charlie Lindberg. And number 32, junior captain Adam Hart. And the head coach, he's been got to be in Millis for at least 6-7 years now, Coach Paul Adams. And now for your Panthers. Captain Andre Koev, junior Owen Vaughn, senior Caden Dumas, Joey Gentile, and Austin Merkin, senior captain as well. And as always, Coach Venetian leading the way here for the Panthers. So we will be right back after the national anthem. So, Lucas, as we know, the Panthers are coming into this game after a close but rather tough loss at Norton on Tuesday, and Millis is coming in with a really confidence-boosting W over Ashland with a 30-point differential there. So what are you thinking in terms of momentum going into tonight's game?
Well, again, like the Bellingham game, Holliston have to come out fast, and they did that then. But especially against Millis, I mean, you can feel the energy in this building. You got to feed off that energy. And again, start fast and hopefully somewhat maintain that energy throughout the game.
Exactly. I think that's going to be the common theme of tonight, energy.
Yeah.
Both from the players and the fans. As Holliston wins the tip and we are underway. And there's the energy right there. Catalano with the steal. Working it around Lindbergh for three. He gets it. Koev down to Gentile. Dumas, yes, with the three.
And you can, oh my, the noise in this building.
Exactly. I've never heard this from inside this field house. And foul is on Austin Merkin for Holliston, and Aiden Azus will shoot.
I mean, we wanted a quick start, and we got it almost immediately. Nice shot there by Caden Dumas as well, over Adam Hart as well.
Seems to be a bit of confusion for a second there, but all figured out. First free throw is no good. Red Sea's excited about that, as always.
But this goes back to what we've discussed before, Bryson, about free throws. Especially, again, like we were discussing earlier before this game, that with these two big crowds, making your free throws are going to be crucial.
Definitely, and like we said, both sides, I mean, they have the student section under both hoops tonight, so there's going to be a lot of distractions.
Yeah. I mean, I'm certainly distracted.
Yeah. Ten seconds on the shot clock for Holliston. Vaughn driving. Nice.
Great way to go up.
Merkin with the steal.
Unlucky there. That one rolled out.
Lindbergh for three. Gentile with the rebound.
Great rebound by Joey there.
Holliston up 5-4 with 6:23 to play in the first quarter here. Vaughn for three.
Great rebound again by Caden.
Lindbergh with the steal. For three. Adam Hart with the rebound. He puts it in.
Millis pressing early.
Koev into Merkin. Nice post move. That won't fall. Merkin takes the... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that was a blocking foul there. Looked like a charge. That's Merkin's second already.
Well, nice idea, though.
Yeah, great idea. That's why I thought it was successful.
Yeah. So did the Red Sea as well.
Mm-hmm. So Azus is back at the line, misses his first. And he gets his second. Millis up 2 over Holliston here with 5:26 to play in the first quarter. Merkin with the jumper. He gets it.
Again, you got to get Austin Merkin going.
Especially in a game like this. I mean,
imagine he goes on a run.
Yeah. That'll be Panthers ball.
Millis is really pushing the pace here, especially in transition.
And that's key.
Yeah, no.
And we talked to Coach Venetian beforehand, Vaughn with a nice bucket, and he said that was key too. They were going to come out, they were going to run and push Millis, and looks like Millis is kind of doing the same thing back.
Well, that right now is why it's a great basketball game, just back and forth.
So the foul there on Vaughn. Sean Ryan comes in for Adrian Heredia. Pass is thrown out of bounds, Holliston ball. Caden for three. Lindbergh with the rebound.
Great defense by Joey G there.
Koev driving. Up and under, he counted.
What a great move by
Holliston up
there.
4 here. As Millis throws it out of bounds with just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Whoa, a little physical here. There's some pushing between Catalano and Merkin.
It looked like Catalano gave him an extra shove after that altercation as well.
Definitely, and honestly, Lucas, I'm surprised that it didn't come sooner, because this is the two going head-to-head.
Exactly.
This is Catalano and Merkin. They played together all through elementary school and middle school. I was on a lot of those teams, and it was always a contest between them. As Merkin takes the deep three, and he gets it. That's how he responds. And he gets the steal for a three again.
Oh,
yes.
my!
Wow.
Merkin is sending a message
We are
right now.
witnessing history here. Wow. Holliston up 10 now with 3:37 to play. That's exactly what we wanted, Lucas, and that's exactly what we got.
I'm getting goosebumps here, Bryson.
As am I. Wow.
I mean, Merkin getting pushed over, and then again, he responds with two quick threes.
That's
in front of the Millis fan section as well. I'm surprised he didn't give him a look as well.
But you know what? That's another thing with him. He's, for how good he is, he always stays contained, just like with that push. A lot of people would have gotten right back in his face, pushed him back, but he responds with the game.
Yeah, I know. Nice job, again, of him staying composed and then, again, getting those two threes there. Two crucial threes to make it a 10-point game.
So Coach Adams takes the timeout. We like to speculate a lot here. What do you think he's telling his guys for Millis right now?
I mean, after that, I'm probably just going to say try to contain Merkin, especially like what? I think he had 8 quick points right there. Like that is, I mean, again, like he's also trying to say they've also had a couple turnovers, lost the ball a little bit. I think he's just trying to say like calm down. That's what I think they're going to say. Yeah,
and last time they played in Millis last year, Millis ran a box and one on Austin, and it worked. So I'm curious if they're going to apply that pressure to contain him.
But we did speak to their coach pregame, and he said that because this year especially Holliston has had more than just Austin Merkin scoring the basketball. So they might try to apply that to Austin, but I think maybe Austin can take that, use that to his advantage and start passing the ball.
Definitely, and he can do it all, really.
Yeah.
As he unfortunately gets his 3rd foul, so Gonsalves comes in to take him out. That's smart. I mean, you're going to need him.
Yeah. Especially in this first quarter.
Stolen by Bobby with
And
the
he
quick
puts it in,
layup.
yeah.
3:21 to go here in the first quarter. The three doesn't fall. Hart with the rebound, and he gets the and one. Hart had a pretty big game against Ashland last week.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, on Tuesday, last game. He had what, 30, 35 points?
35, I believe. That's what I was told. So he can clearly score the ball.
Yeah.
Good rebound there by Logan Schmid. And he checked in for Joey G.
Frasinelli for three. A little bit too much on it. Schmidt dives for the rebound.
Did they call it on him?
Yeah.
Over the back?
Over the back, so it'll be Millis ball. Eli Chansky comes in for Jack Catalano.
Good defense there from Logan, containing Azuz.
Azuz drives by. He gets the layup.
There, yeah. That was a nice job from Azuz, seeing that he's got a slower, taller guy on him and just blew by him.
Azuz is a tough physical player, so we're going to see a lot of driving out of him. Vaughn
drives.
Beautiful drive. Holliston up 10 with 2:21 to go in the first quarter of tonight's contest.
Vaughn was 6 and Merkin with 8 in this first quarter here. So again, it's not just Merkin scoring the basketball.
And that'll be a travel there. Holliston ball. Pass intercepted and fouled. That's on Frasinelli for Holliston. Nick Homan with the steal for Millis.
Millis is already in the bonus, which Holliston might want to be a little worried about. But then again, you get to the line, the Red Sea's right there to meet you. So
it's part of their plan.
Exactly, yeah. Red Sea's their ally tonight.
So Holman gets the first of his bonus shots here.
The game's calmed down a little bit from its initial start, but still super intense, still pretty fast as well.
And that's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's always going to be those dips.
A little settling into the game.
Gonsalves for three. Count it. Holliston up 11 now. Foul here on Mike Gonsalves. Coach Venetian's a little upset.
So is Mike. Ref's calling a lot early.
So here's Hoffman back at the line.
There's your ally right there.
And a foul underneath on Adam Hart. It'll be Holliston ball going the other way.
Nice rebound by Logan Schmid, who then drew the foul.
1:26 to play in the first quarter. Catalano trying to steal it. He can't. Frasinelli, the air ball there, right to Azuz. That's a travel there.
Nice defense by Logan Schmid once again. And he's trying to stay with Azus, who's really quick. And he's done a pretty good job so far.
He has. There's definitely a little bit of mismatch there in speed, like you said. As Owen Vaughn adjusts the net, everyone's excited about that.
Millis still pressing.
Caden puts it up. Nice assist from Mike G. Just a little bit under a minute here.
Nice assist and a nice basket by Caden.
Across to Chansky for 3.
Oh, good. And another board for Logan Schmidt.
Shot clocks are turned off as we got 24 seconds here in the first quarter. Holliston looking to hold, get the last possession as they are up 13. Dumas with the wide open 3. Won't fall. Hoffman gets the board with 5 seconds. He misses that floater. Vaughn going the other way. Half-court shot.
No good.
All right, so end of the first quarter, Holliston up 13. So, Lucas, we saw an amazing burst of energy there from Merkin and for the Panthers here. Unfortunately, with the fouling, I mean, that kind of definitely put a halt in the momentum. So how do you get that going again at the start of the second quarter?
I mean, Holliston still scored pretty well, even without Merkin. I mean, again, like we've been talking about, he's not just the only scorer this game, especially like we have Owen Vaughn. He has 6. Caden just hit a nice shot. Like, we have other scorers, and I think that's what we can use, especially if Merkin comes back in. Like, that will also help. But I think we just continue what we're doing.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, to your point there, obviously, that Coach Adams was saying for Millis in our pregame talk with him. You know, last year, Merkin, he was their only scorer just because of, he called it a not efficient team last year, but obviously the coaching is better, deeper bench, more guys have improved. So, as Coach Adams said, there's other guys that can step up, and they're not as worried about Merkin, but...
I mean, he obviously helps. So.
Yeah, but Vaughn, he's getting started.
Caden started pretty well as well. Coav, Bobby, and Mike G have all had points. So, like, again, they're spreading the ball around, which is good.
I will say, though, it doesn't feel like Holliston is leading by 13.
No.
It feels very back and forth.
It still kind of is. Just, again, some great defense from Holliston as of late.
Hart with the backboard shot.
Nice fader there.
Foley driving. He has second guesses.
This game's just been so intense and so fast, and like the score doesn't even matter at this point in time. It's not a massive blowout either, and it's still tight.
Ten seconds on the shot clock. Even caught in trouble over there. Daly with the jumper.
That one falls.
Lucky bounce from the rim. Holliston up 13 again.
Fans thought the ball was out there, or a foot.
Catalano, 4-3. Foley with the board. We've seen this play before.
Yeah. Coach really wants it run.
Stolen by Catalano.
And missed him.
Right idea there.
Yeah. Nice job by Eben getting back as well. Again, this is another vocal point for Holliston, the hustle. All right, like you said, like no working on the court as of right now, but again, they're playing efficient basketball, they're playing with energy, and they're hustling.
Exactly. No look pass there by Mike G.
Another great
Daly
pass.
for three. Count it. 31-15 with 6 minutes to play in the first half.
Daly gaining some confidence after his first shot, which we like to see.
Catalano not going to go. Koev gets the board.
Good contest from Koev as well. Right in his face.
Hart with the steal. He's going all the way.
And he misses, though. Again, great contest from Andre Koev.
Lindbergh. Hart with the deep three.
Nice board from Dales. Sorry.
That's okay. Koev setting up. Underneath. Koev driving into Foley. Little flick of the wrist there, and he gets two.
Eight different scores for Holliston in this first half.
Love to see that point spread. Mike G with the rebound.
I'd also like to mention that ever since Catalano's altercation with Merkin, I don't believe he scored a single point.
Interesting.
Just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah. Daly can't fall with his shot there. Koev into traffic. Azus with it. Hart, he gets two. And
timeout?
I didn't see an official sign from either ref, but I'm going to assume that's a timeout by Millis.
Yeah, whistle was blown.
Yeah. Okay, so Millis timeout. Looks like Dumas checks in for Holliston. Still no Merkin yet. So if you're Coach Venetian here, Lucas, when are you, or how long are you waiting, rather, until you put Merkin back in?
I mean, I'd think that maybe if Millis go on a run at the end of the second quarter, you got to put him in at the end of the second and tell him, like, just be careful. I mean, obviously you don't want to get him in foul, but especially with three, he has to be careful this early on. But I'd say if they don't put him in now, you got to start him in the start of the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Get him going again.
Definitely. That's the problem with fouls. I mean, we saw a little bit of that too in that Bellingham game. There were a lot of, I think I said peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
But then with fouls and various substitutions.
The game just kind of dragged on.
Mm-hmm. So we come out of the timeout with 3:57 to go in the first half here. Holliston up, comfortable lead of 16. Nice pass into Dumas. Out to Vaughn, 4-3.
Unlucky.
Hart here, guarded by Foley. Quite a move there by Hart.
Yeah. That's another thing.
And foul on Millis, Charlie Lindbergh.
Another thing Coach Venetian has to be a little bit worried about is Adam Hart starting to get hot.
Mm-hmm. And didn't you, I heard you were talking to Coach Adams about Hart. What was he saying?
He said, again, he's a great shooter, and he's one of the more important players on this team. Like he said, he coaches a bunch of players, but Adam has to be one of the more important ones. That's not to discredit any of the other players on the Millis team, but again, he scored 35 against Ashland, and he clearly doesn't mind being the guy with the ball in a crucial time.
So that would be Millis ball here. .252 to go. Stays Millis ball. Catalano on Gentile.
Great deep,
great
Gentile from Gentile. He had Catalano smothered there.
So Holliston throws it out. Zeus checks back in for Hatch. Long pass there.
Great defense by Koev there. He had to get to that as well. He had to get for a little run.
Looked like a cornerback there.
Yeah,
Hart gets it too.
Hart was left unmarked there, unfortunately. Nice cut from him.
Stolen by Jesus. He loses control.
And
that's a travel.
Also need to settle down a little bit coming out of this timeout. Again, Millis are bringing the energy they have all game.
That'll be a foul on Millis, Sean Ryan. With just under 2 minutes to go in the first half of tonight's game. Pass stolen by Hoffman. He's going.
Great block.
Blocked by Bobby Frasinelli.
And it's Holliston ball. Well done. Great chase down. Not really a chase down, but he stayed with him the entire way, and he got up there and rejected him.
That's a good way to get that momentum back.
Exactly, yeah.
Vaughn with a short jumper.
Nice shot by Joey G slowing down that attack.
Fight for it. Jump ball. And it goes the other way.
Great defense from Holliston again there. They're playing really well as a unit.
Physicality is key tonight so far.
They've been showing it.
Frasinelli struggling there. He throws it to Catalano. Catalano puts it up. He gets fouled by Vaughn. He'll shoot two. 54 seconds to play in the first half.
As of right now, it looks like Coach Venetian is saving Merkin for the third quarter, but you never know.
Oh, he heard
Never
you.
mind, of course.
Here he comes.
Well, I jinxed it. This is good, though. Again, maybe he can go down the court, quickly score a few buckets, regain momentum.
Get that fire going again. So Vaughn comes out.
However, at the end of this quarter, what's hurt Holliston is these misplaced passes, these turnovers. So, a good board there, sorry. But so with that Merkin out, they have to try to rectify that.
Drive doesn't go for Merkin, but he gets a rebound, takes the short jumper, and he gets two.
Instant impact.
36 seconds to play in the second quarter here. Merkin gets the board. Shot clock has been turned off.
He came off the bench with energy here.
Yes, he did.
Great defense, and then he got the rebound as well. Let him go to work.
10 seconds to play in the first half. Merkin into Joey. He can't finish. Hart going the other way with 2 seconds. He puts up a three.
No good.
And that doesn't fall. So far, we have a first half of basketball done. Holliston leading by 13, 35-22 over the Mohawks. So what are our halftime stats so far, Lucas?
8 different scores for Holliston. Koev with 2, Frasinelli with 2, Mike G with 3, Aiden Daly with 5, Foley with 2, Owen Vaughn with 6, Caden with 5, and Merkin with 10.
Alrighty, so the youth team is going to play. We're going to take a little break here, and we'll be back for the second half of this exciting game. Don't go anywhere.
cut the shooting sleeve.
Sounds good. All right, welcome back everyone inside of the Paul Rowles Fieldhouse here as the Holliston Panthers are up 35-22 over the Millis Mohawks. So we've seen a deep spread of scoring here for the Panthers. What are you hoping to see in the second half from them, Lucas?
I would like to see, again, just continuing with that intensity. They ended the second half. Again, Merkin came back in and, again, injected some more of that energy in. But if he's not on the court, I just want to see a little bit more energy, and also some of at the end of the first half, some misplaced passes. Just want to clean that up a little bit. Besides that, I feel like Holliston's playing really well.
Definitely, and gotta watch those fouls. I think is one of the biggest critiques. So, what are you doing if you're Millis?
They got to start hitting their shots. I mean, I'm not. You know what I mean, but
yeah,
if I'm their coach, I'm telling them that. But I feel like they're pressing high. They're playing pretty good defense, but they might, if Merkin starts to go off a little bit more, they might want to start thinking about doubling him potentially. But I think they need to feed off the energy from their crowd a little bit more, because I feel like they're playing hard, but a little extra boost would not hurt them at all.
Definitely not. So we'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsor. Okay, welcome back. This time for real. Holliston up 35-22. Good game so far. And I spoke to Austin before today's game, and he said it's just another game. And then I talked to Jack Catalano, his opponent tonight, and he said it'll be a good game. No further comment, please. So after that, we saw a little altercation between them. And what did you see there, Lucas, and how is that going to continue to progress?
Well, it's clearly not just a regular game. I mean, you can see the emotion, which is good. And hopefully, Merkin came out of that altercation with 2 quick threes, so hopefully he can continue to build off his emotion and, again, the energy in this building.
Definitely. As Hart down there airballs the free throw. Now it's Holliston ball. Vaughn driving. Won't go. Catalano with the rebound. .7:17 to play in the start of the second half here, as that's a Holliston foul.
On Joey Gentile, I believe.
Yeah, that's on Joey. Pass is deflected by Gentile.
Nice defense. Getting his hand in the passing lane there.
He loves those long passes.
Yeah, he does, yeah. The quarterback here.
Heredia.
Great defense from Koev there. And from Joey.
Fight for it. Offensive rebound. Heredia for 3. And the ball stays here.
Millis getting a couple looks there. And again, great defense from the likes of Andre Koev, Joey G, Caden as well.
Catalano in the paint. Stuffed by the rim. Merkin gets the board. He's moving. Blocked by Hart. Koev puts it back up.
Nice second effort there. Again, nice job by Austin Merkin pushing the pace there.
Lindbergh to Heredia. He gets 2. Merkin on Catalano. Koev 4-3, count it. Puts Holliston up 16.
Great shot there from Koev. Again, Holliston have come out with some pretty good offense, well-run offense as well.
Lindbergh for 3.
Good late contest there from Austin Merkin, and a great board from Owen Vaughn.
No look pass doesn't work. Hart intercepts it. He goes coast to coast for 2. 5:28 to play in the third quarter.
Merkin got a little too fancy there.
Yeah. Pass intercepted again by Hart.
Nice job from him getting into the passing lane there, anticipating that pass.
Gentile almost steals it. Catalano gets a hold of it and throws it into the student section.
But Millis retain the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Must have hit a Holliston player on the way out.
Merkin, wide open floor. He slows down, gets contact to make it a 3-point play.
Great job from Merkin there.
4:49 to go in the third quarter. Merkin at the line for the first time in tonight's game. He went 100% from the free throw line last time we saw him play at home, and he continues.
13 points for Merkin so far. Sean Ryan there, freshman. The only freshman on Millis. One more than Holliston though, so.
And that's a travel on Dumas. It's always a good thing to see, you know, the freshmen that are coming up and getting varsity time, because you got to imagine that's pretty stressful. And
yeah.
It's good to see those players, even if it's just a couple points, you know that they have a good career ahead of them.
Yeah, and they're developing, which is good as well.
Gentile breaks up the pass there.
Once again, I think that's the second possession in a row. He's jumped in front of a pass.
He really is an incredible role player for this team.
He is, yeah. Really athletic, great rebounder, great defender as well.
Hart with the bucket. Nice pass from Lindbergh.
Getting some good back and forth basketball here.
Underneath to Gentile, blocked by Zeus. He loses control and then fouls Koev.
Great job by Koev there. Nice job by Zeus blocking that shot, but Koev's right there. Wouldn't let him pass.
And that's one thing I saw a lot from Aiden in my time playing with him in middle school. He was very physical. He's an athletic kid. I'm pretty sure hockey's his first sport.
Yeah.
So the physicality is always there, but sometimes he gets a little bit too physical.
Yeah.
Can't check anyone into the boards.
Yeah. Especially when there is no boards in basketball.
Yeah. So Gentile will shoot 2. First one will not fall. Millis fan section staying quiet down there.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised.
They were loud just a second ago.
Yeah. So Joey gets his second. Schmidt comes in for Gentile with 3:39 to play in the third quarter. Into Fiala, back to Catalano. Hoffman, long 3, he gets it. Cutting Holliston's lead to just 11 now.
Ooh. Nice idea from Merkin there.
Ball stays here. Rosnelli comes in for Koev. Merkin in the post. Nice pass from Frasnelli. He can't finish. Hart for 2. Assist from Zeus.
Hart's been really good in transition today.
Millis' lead is now in the single digits. First time since the beginning of the game.
Vaughn thought about it.
Backdoor pass, not there. Hart's there to intercept it. Zeus, he gets an and 1. He's excited.
Who's the foul on, though?
And foul is on...
Logan Schmidt?
Yes, Logan Schmidt. And Coach Venetian takes a timeout. So Millis definitely gets some juice going here.
Yeah.
Trailing now only by 7. We don't have an exact stat sheet, but that's got to be the closest of a lead it's been
in a while, yeah.
Something wanted to comment on as well is Holliston, although Holliston and Millis are technically in different leagues, TVL small, TVL large, Holliston has been averaging 40 points per game, Millis averaging 50, and right now it looks completely reversed.
Yeah, no. I mean, again, Holliston have struggled a little bit in the fourth quarter scoring, so hopefully they can, especially this game, with the injection of all this energy in this building, try to continue to keep scoring. But, I mean, as of right now, like you said, it's the roles are reversed.
And for those of you who don't know the difference between TVL and small and TVL large, it's basically just based on population size and splits the Tri-Valley League teams sort of in half based on population.
Yeah. And although Holliston are in the TVL large, they are one of the smaller teams in that division.
So Zeus can't make it a three-point play. Vaughn gets the rebound. And Merkin's here to set up the offense. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Vaughn into Foley. Dumas for three. And that's a backboard violation. Sean Ryan misses the three-point attempt.
Good board by Dylan Foley there. Crucial board, actually, because there's a man coming in from behind to try to take that away from him.
Vaughn, 4-3, yes.
His first three of the night.
10-point lead here for Holliston. Hart looking around. Azus drives. And Bobby's there to take the charge.
Great play by Bobby there. Again, putting his body on the line for the team.
Finally, we got a charge.
And Azus. Yeah, all right, sorry. But foul is on Azus, my bad. Good charge.
So Merkin comes out. Aiden Daly comes in.
Give him a little rest at the end of this quarter here.
Pick by Foley. Bobby out to Daly. 4-3. Catalano with the board. Just under a minute here in the third quarter.
Good catch there.
.25 seconds to play. Hart driving. He gets fouled on the floor by Aiden Daly. Shot clock has been turned off with just 22 seconds here. Millis trying to cut the lead back down to double digits. And they do with Aiden's bucket. 15 seconds, Holliston ball. Foley drives. Bobby there to put it back in. And that's the end of the third quarter. So still a 10-point lead. It's starting to get closer as we go into the fourth quarter. Millis is definitely starting to pick it up a little bit. And I don't know if it's Holliston slowing down or just Millis picking it up, offsets it. What do you think in terms of coming into the fourth quarter? Do you think we'll see something from either team that we haven't seen yet, or are we just going to see a continuation on what we've already seen tonight?
I mean, like you said, I think it's a little bit of both, of a little bit of Holliston slowing down and Millis waking up. But Holliston ended that quarter pretty well. They didn't start well, but they started scoring in the end of that. And to answer your question, I don't think Millis are going to change anything, again, especially after that run they had at the end of the third. But Holliston, they might think to again, more intensity, because, again, Azus, Catalano, they're showing their emotions, and I feel like Holliston are just kind of trying to hold theirs in, like, just let loose, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think there's also sort of a line where you can show too much emotion and get physical and sloppy. And then there's, the good part, like we need to see a little more.
I meant like emotion, but stay disciplined, you know what I mean?
Of course. So Mike G has it to start the fourth quarter. Even Salem is now in the game. Foley underneath, gets fouled by Catalano. He'll shoot two. He gets one. And he gets his second. Nice performance at the line for Dylan. Here we go again with that long pass.
Great catch.
Can't finish. Foul offensively. Holliston's ball.
It's on Holman as well. The press is back for Millis.
.7:43 to play in regulation. Fully underneath to Gentile. Excuse me, to Frasinelli, and he travels. Hart going baseline, and that will be a blocking foul on Frasinelli. Zeus gets 2.
Now a 10-point game once again.
Zeus fouls. See, that's the thing right there. I mean, you get that bucket and then you turn around and you foul. I feel like Millis as a whole could be doing a little bit better of a job at staying disciplined on defense.
Yeah, that's what you said about emotion. Like, it's good to show emotion, but you got to stay disciplined. And they have, for the most part, except for a couple altercations. But again, like you said, you got to be a little bit more disciplined.
Catalano underneath. He gets the N1.
He's fired up.
Another physical player for Millis. Him and Jesus.
Yep.
Strong, big guys underneath.
Big substitution here from Holliston.
The full lineup's coming back in, it looks like. With a lead of just 8. Catalano looking to cut that down to 7 here. And he does. Kolev showing the handles. Pass gets almost intercepted. Holman can't fully get control.
Once again, Austin Merkin is run into and knocked over. Nice pump fake. Ooh.
Holman fouls Vaughn. So he'll shoot 2.
He thought he got all ball there.
Yeah.
To his credit, it kind of looked like he did. But maybe the ref had a better angle.
Vaughn gets his first. Well, we got a brief moment here. The freshman team lost to Millis only by 3, and JV lost by 9. So Holliston looking to make an upset in today's triple header.
A little revenge. Good defense from Holliston there, forcing the turnover.
Merkin controlling the offense. Underneath to Gentile. Foul on the floor. That's Sean Ryan.
No, it's not happy with these calls.
Gentile can't get that one to fall. Catalano going the other way. He takes the jumper. Koev gets the rebound.
Great contest from Austin Merkin there.
Vaughn to Merkin. 3 guys guarding him. He gets caught up. 5:21 to go in regulation. And we have a timeout by Millis. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Lucas. I'm starting to see a little bit more of an emphasis on Merkin from Millis.
Yeah, no, especially on that possession. That 3 surrounded him as soon as he took a dribble inside. So, I mean, like we discussed earlier, like maybe Millis is thinking it's time to maybe double him, especially in those situations where he's one-on-one near the basket.
Or start to go to their box and one, which Coach Venetian said Norton was also running against them on Tuesday, and they saw a lot of it in practice in preparation for playing Millis. So, in theory, they're well prepared for anything that Coach Adams wants to throw in their direction.
And they've done a pretty good job so far, to their credit.
Definitely.
They just got to keep scoring. Again, like you said, the roles have been reversed now. Holliston with 50 and Millis with 40. But again, you need more scoring from Holliston. You got to put Millis away.
One big run, close it out. Throw in the...
Put in Chuck Smith.
Yeah. Azus driving, up and under. Merkin there to scoop it up.
Once again, Azus is not happy with the ref.
Merkin kicks it out to Koev. Vaughn with the drive. Gets his board. Merkin, physical.
Gets his own board. Jeez.
And gets the foul. That's just a hard-working man right there.
Yeah, I know.
Hard-working offense, really. Joey was in there. He was getting board after board. Austin was in there.
Owen Vaughn was in there. He got his own board. He was big body. That was, again, 2 very big body plays by Owen Vaughn and Austin Merkin. Especially Merkin taking the contact there. He looks like he got an elbow to the face.
So Austin misses the first of his 2 free throws. Gets the second, increases their lead to double digits with 4:44 to go in tonight's contest. Ryan gets a 2. No hesitation.
He's had a pretty good game himself.
Especially for being a freshman.
Yeah, I know.
Merkin.
Great pass.
To Gentile. Great pass, great finish. Another long pass. Just like Brady to Edelman here. Hart for 3.
Oh.
Bounces out.
That one rims out. And Holliston ball. That was almost a really great shot from Adam Hart there.
Would have been. 3:53 in the 4th quarter here.
Oh, Merkin going through everyone.
Another nice dish to Gentile. He can't finish. Merkin drives.
Oh.
He gets 2. 58-46, Holliston leading, 3:34 to go.
Merkin with 16 right now.
Hart.
Ooh. He got Dumas to jump there, but that one doesn't go.
So fouls on Dumas, and Millis is now in the bonus.
I believe Holliston's in the bonus, Bryson.
Oh, excuse me, yeah, Holliston.
And the foul is on Adam Hart.
Dumas. Catalano moving. Holman, 4-3.
Way off.
Merkin's there to catch it. 3:10 to play in regulation. Vaughn, 4-3. Little off there.
Back-to-back air balls there.
So how do you, I mean, with just about 3 minutes, 13, you're down 13 if you're Millis. I mean, I guess a timeout is a start. So you're going to, Millis takes a timeout there to start to think about how they want to get back into this. What else is there left to try?
I mean, I think the important, a big reason why Holliston's gone on this run is because they're able to get these offensive boards. And it's almost uncontested. There's 4 guys there, but Austin Merkin is still getting the board. Like, Millis got to work on that especially. That should be the first thing, because then they can transition. But they're not, so then Holliston retains possession and they're able to score. So that, if I'm the Millis coach there, I'm just saying we got to get the board. And again, they have to start hitting their shots. They're getting good looks. They're just not hitting sometimes.
Yeah, there has been a lot of really good looks for Millis, but a look is only as good as if you can finish it.
Exactly, yeah.
So we just want to take a quick moment here. Obviously, there's still 3 minutes left of basketball to play. To thank everyone that's watching. A lot of viewers tonight for this highly anticipated game. Also, we want to thank Bruce Guilfoy and Tom Harmon getting us live tonight, doing all everything behind the scenes to get us rolling so you can watch and enjoy this game alongside us and Don back in the studio and everyone at HCAT. So here's Millis with just under 3 minutes to go tonight. Stolen by Merkin. Nice layup. And he's clapping, he's pumped up, as is everyone here, if you're a Holliston fan. And that'll be Millis's ball. Little moment of hesitation. See who that went off. Into Lindbergh. Holman.
Oh, what a
blocked
block
by Merkin.
What a rejection.
Merkin with the spin and fade. Won't go, but the ball stays here.
A little heat check there. Great block by Austin Merkin, though. Aziz thought he had an open look just to get it sent right back at him. And I believe, yeah, that was deflected, so. But right there, you saw 3 guys on Austin Merkin, and he's trying to shoot.
Vaughn gets the bucket. Holliston up 63-46 with just under 2 minutes to go tonight in the fourth quarter.
This is exactly what I wanted to see. Holliston getting these, again, a great run in this fourth quarter. And again, scoring in this fourth quarter, which they've struggled with a little bit as of late.
Dumas puts it back in. Exactly. They've picked it up. They did what they needed to do so far. They got that run to pull away. For a while, it was, 7 points, 8 points. It was back and forth, back and forth. No team was really getting any kind of progress on that 8-point differential. But now I think it seems with with just a minute 29 to go and Holliston up by 19, I think it's safe to say that they did their job tonight.
Yeah, they did. Again, great late run from them, and they've kept the pace, which I've been really impressed by. And again, Austin Merkin now with 18 points. He's really doing his bit here.
And it would be hard for me to believe that he wouldn't have a game like this tonight. But he's done a great job at handling those emotions and channeling them productively.
Especially productively, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, again, this doesn't feel like a 19-point lead for Holliston.
It doesn't.
It still feels like a close game.
I think that's partially to do with the fans and the energy that's here.
Yeah. Millis fans are sitting down.
Yeah. It's good that they stayed till the end, though.
Yeah.
So he throws it up. Hart fights for it. Merkin in there. Ball stays here. Minute 14 to go in tonight's game.
This will be a good win for Holliston, especially after the tough loss to Norton earlier this week.
Definitely. And then Holliston, next game is at Medway, another TVO small team, whom they played last year at home and went into double overtime. That was a really good game. Unfortunately, they lost by 4, I believe. And then next home game will be here against DS. Nice shot there by Sean Ryan. And we'll be bringing you that game against Dover Sherborne. Caden Dumas with it. Great pass from Koev. Koev's got great vision.
He does. Him and Merkin, probably one of the best passers on this team.
Mm-hmm. So 35 to play in tonight's contest. Merkin still moving.
Great pass again from him.
So he'll hold the finish. Incredible win here for Holliston tonight, 67-49 over Millis. So Holliston will go to 3-9, Millis to 3-8. Austin's pumped up, everyone's pumped up. The buzz surrounding this game worked in everyone's favor. And not over yet. Still 0.5 seconds left.
Millis is leaving.
Yeah. So what do you got for stats tonight, Lucas?
Well, we got Cove with 7, Frasnelli with 2, Mike G with 3, Dales with 5, Foley had 4, Joey G had 3, OV had, sorry, give me a second, got to calculate all this. 13. Caden had 9, and then again Merkin with 18.
So incredible victory here. We're going to keep building on it for the Panthers. Once again, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone at home. Great game. We love your continued support. My name is Bryson Mustard, here with Lucas Schachter and Bruce Guilfoy and Tom Harmon here, getting us with all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
No interviews, no post. He's gonna do some interviews.